Okay, YouTube family, this is your guy DJ Bless One, but I wanted to talk about something that a lot of people are not really flexing and talking about. Salute to Macadee's Cookie Shop. I'm not out here to say they're guilty, innocent, none of that, but I will say people have made them into some victim now, like somebody that should be immortalized as far as being the victim of the Dolph thing, and kind of turn the story around like Dolph is the bad guy. You feel me? Like, I wanted to just bring up the fact that the Young Dolph Memorial, basically what they say, they're moving their shop now. It begs me to differ, man. I'm saying Madea's Cookies did not lose profits. If anything, they've been doing so good and well off. We're gonna go through this video and go through proof, through the news, through receipts, and through their own words of what's been going out here. Y'all hit that like button and notification bell, and let's rock out.
I smoke G-Mike with the magic. He my dog, he died in traffic with that brand new Glock 380. Went to see the voodoo lady. I'm on high shit right now. That woo done turned me crazy. With a brand new black Mercedes. It's the stay la be my baby. I see so many Z's, it look like double Z's. OMG, red and blue flag hanging on my back.
Make sure you guys rock out with I Smoke Hip Hop Live, Instagram at DJ_Bless1. So man, I'm watching this situation with the Macadees reasons for moving. Now they said it wasn't worth us risking our lives, Macadees Cookies, to keep Airways location closed, and I feel them on that. But I'm about to break down proof of a lot of reasons these folks been doing way good and better off than most businesses after a tragedy like that in a city that can sometimes be like every hood around the country. You feel what I'm saying? The turn up, the real, you know, that gutter street life. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But when you dig into things, it's like, wait a minute, hold up. The story is now shifting from being about the legend, you know, of Young Dolph to now being about who could be more a sympathizer for, who we can be sympathizing for. And I feel like everybody should be hurt, not just Young Dolph or the cookie shop, but the people in the city as well. But let's go on to the news as far as what they had to say about the cookie shop. I'm just gonna be fair about it, because there's a lot of upkeeps and people tweaking and acting like they're helping, but that's never the case right there at all.
Just hours after telling Fox 13 yesterday that the plan was to reopen, the owners have changed course. Late last night, they announced that they will not reopen the store where gunmen killed rapper Young Dolph. But plans to take down the memorial that has taken shape over the last 3 months since his murder will go forward. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre breaks down how many people are now making their way to the memorial before it's gone.
After a series of threats, the owners of Makeda's Homemade Butter Cookies here on Airways told me they just don't feel as though it's safe enough to reopen this location, thus ending any possibility of saving parts of this memorial here for Young Dolph.
Everybody is still emotional about the situation. I mean, I'm still emotional about the situation.
Annette Crump is one of many people who are building up enough emotional strength to visit the makeshift memorial at Makeda's Cookies on Airways. It's become hollow ground since 2 gunmen shot and killed Young Dolph last fall.
This is my first time coming down Airways since November 17th.
The memorial will come down next week with nowhere for it to go. The owner of the building says he's ready for it to be removed. The owners of Makeda's had planned for it to be placed in their store when it reopened for fans to continue to visit the memorial. Now that the memorial may be gone for good as soon as this weekend, Crump says she encourages those who haven't visited to do so soon.
Come on out and support. Bring as much love as you would like. Take as many pictures as you would like, because it may not be here anymore.
Makeda's will continue to operate out of its downtown shop on Jefferson Avenue. In South Memphis, Jeremy Pierre, Fox 13 News.
Well, you may remember that a GoFundMe was started to support Makitas after the shooting. The owners are telling Fox 13 that the money has been used to keep the utilities on at that store on Airways, pay the rent, and employees while the shop has been closed. They say what is left will go toward cleaning up the building and helping them move out and break their lease.
So you see a lot of this situation. You know what I mean? The difference that it comes with. It's like, wait a minute. So they're moving because of the risk. We do know about several people who lost their life in that area. You know, it goes without saying. We know about Jeremiah Taylor, who was recently killed, and we know about him trying to fix his community. I did a video about that. Y'all can go to the playlist to check it out. Well, he lost his life too, because it's like too much connections, man. That's all we gotta say. This the guy right here, Jeremiah Taylor in Memphis. He's the man you seen in the news everywhere and every day cleaning the memorial at that place. It just seems odd he loses his life and now they're dipping out. But what if I told you the cookie place stands to make so many profits as they made already? I'm not exaggerating. Let's just go to the news part right here when the actual news team admitted to that almost intentionally, and then it goes without saying with what I was saying that no, they made a Macadis or Macadillas, I can't pronounce it the right way, but the cookies they've made shows you clearly. I mean, the profit shares they've made, not trying to be in nobody's pocket, but even the news knows about it. They made so much money that they don't even really need a second shop or even a first shop, which is downtown away from the main source of that community and where the, you know, less liability, I guess, when you go downtown. But the downtown is doing good too. But the branding of itself and what that cookie shop is now, that cookie shop is known around the world now. You know what I'm saying? That cookie shop got so many brand deals. I'm gonna just be fair and say allegedly behind the scenes that they're even in works to sell cookies and basically becoming a plug now. We're gonna be giving, you know, wholesales or whatever to different supply chains. So what's the point of us having a shop when we're making more money doing it that way? And I guess people need to understand the game changer moves that was just dropped on them. You feel what I'm saying? Pay attention to everything. Now, if you think I'm capping, listen to the news team here.
You see, how do you do that? Because there's not going to be in that space there as we're showing right now. It's going to have to be somewhere else, and where that will be. There's even, you know, disputes on city council of how to go about when he had the honorary street named after him. So,
well, I will say Pamela Hill, the owner of Makitas, told me business is so good at their downtown location, and now they're talking about striking up some deals with some grocery store chains and things that they may not really need a second location. Maybe business is so good at their.
I'm gonna rewind that for you. I need y'all to listen to that again.
There's even, you know, disputes on city council of how to go about when he had the honorary street named after him. So,
well, I will say Pamela Hill, the owner of Makitas, told me business is so good at their downtown location, and now they're talking about striking up some deals with some grocery store chains and things that they may not really need a second location. Maybe they're doing just fine without. But it would be nice if
of how to go about when he had the honorary street named after him. So,
well, I will say Pamela Hill, the owner of Makitas, told me business is so good at their downtown location, and now they're talking about striking up some deals with some grocery store chains and things that they may not really need a second location. Maybe they're doing just fine without. But it would be nice if she really did want to have some kind of memorial wall or something.
We don't cap over here, ladies and gentlemen. If I tell you that's like this is the facts and what's going on, that's what's going on, man. You clearly see a shop that stands to make generational wealth if they haven't made already. And I'm not trying to hate on them. They probably deserve to make their generational wealth, and they probably already was gonna make generational wealth, because from what I hear, the cookies bin was booming anyway. So that's what I ain't saying. But they took a shift in financial revenues since the death of Young Dolph. I mean, you cannot say Young Dolph's name without connecting that cookie shop to it, whether you want to do it in a bad way, good way, meaning if you're in the business world, that's a good thing for your brand, for your name to always be everywhere being talked about. I don't care in what type of ways. Just like we learned from Chick-fil-A's when they said they're gonna close on Sundays and they're controversies against certain communities. Y'all know what I'm saying. But it didn't hurt their shares. I mean, it makes you even more amounts of money, because that's what people brain frequencies are going to recognize with. And it's almost distasteful to say that Cookie Shop is the one that suffered the most, at least in my opinion. I mean, to say they're the ones who are in danger more, I can't speak too much on that part. Only they know what real threat is out there. But to make it into a Young Dolph story into the Cookie Shop, I just feel that part is distasteful. I mean, it's like, what about Dolph? You feel me? Or what about Jeremiah Taylor and all the other people, you know, who are involved in the circumstances? You got new suspects. It's like a movie almost. You know what I mean? I remember the day when DJ Academics confirmed it. You know what I mean? In the afternoon, talking about rest in peace Dolph. I'm like, stop lying, because I ain't gonna cap. I follow Academics on Twitter as well, so I was like, wow, for real? Nah, Dolph, you know. And Academics, say what you want about him, he don't cap when it come to things like that. So it's just brazy, man. Dolph and his music dealings, man. As you can see, man, the rapper was born July 27th, 1985. He went into hip-hop, you know, while growing up in Memphis, Tennessee. He was born in Chicago, but he moved as a toddler to Memphis. He experienced early local success with a series of mixtapes before his nationwide breakthrough in 2014. According to AllMusic, he released his debut LP, King of Memphis, in 2016, and it debuted at the number 49 on the Billboard's 200 albums chart. He would release nearly 20 mixtapes before his death, as well as 7 studio albums, including Bulletproof in 2017, Role Model in 2019, Dumb and Dumber, a collab with Key Glock, his cousin by marriage, in 2019, and Rich Slave, I can't say the name like that because of YouTube, but in 2020, in March, he basically released what will sadly be his last non-post basically his last album, man. Rest in peace to him, which was Dumb and Dumber 2, man. Dolph forever gonna be a legend here, but with this Cookie Shop situation, I don't wish for no business to close. I want to see everybody's prosper, but it's just too much fishy situation. Just keeping it a stack with y'all. Look, I'm y'all guy DJ _bless1. You can catch me at all your local social media places, but definitely catch me at Instagram at DJ _bless1. Thank you for watching another great episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live.
I smoke G-Mike with the magic, he my dog, he died in traffic with that brand new Glock 380. Went to see the voodoo lady, I'm on high shit right now. That woo done turned me crazy. With a brand new black Mercedes, it's the stay la vie, my baby. I see so many Z's, it look like double Z's. OMG, red and blue flag hanging on my back. I smoke G.